It's 37 minutes past the hour. Time for our Spotlight program. It's Chamber Talk here on a Monday. It's not Detroit, it's Brittany. Good morning, Brittany. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am fine. Is this your first time hosting the show?
I believe so.
Well, just take a deep breath. We'll be easy with you. Let's jump right into it. You have a few things on the calendar before we get to our guest and in the week that will be. So, business after hours at the Jefferson County Health Center is a little over a week away, isn't it?
Yeah. This will be Wednesday, July 26th from 4 to 6 at the Health Center. This will be their ribbon cutting for the kind of renovations and additions that they've been putting in. So they'll have door prizes, light refreshments, and then they'll also be offering tours so the general public can see the renovations that they've been working on, the new sleep lab, cardiopulmonary services, specialty clinics, and then the new JCHC clinics, which combine the medical arts and the clinics. So, and then also the new MRI room. So pretty neat stuff on the tour.
So again, that's coming up on Wednesday, July 26th, a week from this Wednesday at 4 o'clock, Jefferson County Health Center. There'll be some light snacks involved as well. A business after hours, ribbon cutting with the ambassadors and everything else. All right. Let's see. 2 weeks from today is your next retail managers workshop, right?
Correct. And that will be at 8 a.m. at the home of Adela's Dorian Atwood. So she's hosting the event for us, and this has been a really great program for us. A lot of wonderful ideas have come out of that are really shaping the direction of the chamber, and they're just constantly throwing out great ideas that are really keeping us busy in the office. So we really appreciate this group and welcome anybody to come and give us some ideas if they have some suggestions on some other ideas that we can start working on.
Again, those are two items put in your calendar for the days and weeks ahead. You have a guest today. I'll let you introduce Joe.
We do. We have Joe Seaver here with Edward Jones, and we're excited to have him here. So welcome, Joe.
Hey, good morning, Brittany. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning.
If you could tell us a little bit about Edward Jones and kind of your history with them and what they do.
Yeah, well, right now I'm working with John and Steve, my brother, out of his office. I've been there for almost 3 years. Kathy Love works with me. One of the things I really enjoy about Edward Jones is you get to work with people and build strategies with them. So it's more about the people, and I enjoy the flexibility to be able to work with people, and I enjoy working with and meeting and working with them to help figure out what their plans are. So it's been going really well, and I'm really enjoying it.
Awesome. And how long have you been with them?
Almost 3 years now.
3 years. Awesome. And do you have any exciting stuff coming up in the future?
I do. We actually signed a lease, so you'll see some construction starting out. So Kathy and I, hopefully by November and December, should be moving out by Miller Realty, south of town off of Highway 1. You'll see some construction starting there, and our new office will go up just on the south side of their building. So that's in the works. I'm excited about it. Edward Jones likes to have one-person financial offices, so I'd also love to stay and work in the office with John. We get along great, but it'll be nice to have our own space also.
Yeah. So. Some brotherly pranks maybe going on, shooting some spit wads at each other.
That doesn't happen with us at all. No, we're pretty close. It's fun working with your brother because you can really throw ideas off of each other, and we get along great. And if we disagree, 30 seconds later, we're fine. It kind of helps us look at different sides of things.
Yeah. Well, I think my mom is going to take my son out to watch the construction of your new building. I think they're tearing up the cement today.
Yeah, the concrete started coming out today. So Kristen and Paul Miller are working on getting everything lined up to get the outside done. And then Edward Jones will finish the inside of the office out and be ready for open house around November, December time.
Very cool. Awesome. And then can you tell us something that you love about Fairfield?
I was born and raised here, and my wife was. What I like is they say the best thing and the worst thing about a small town is everybody knows everybody. So I love it from that perspective is everywhere you go, you know people. And if you're raising a family, like I have 3 girls and a stepson, it's nice to always know that people are watching out for them too and for their best interests. And so I really enjoy that, how close everyone is. I also enjoy the diversity. I also enjoy being able to go up on the square and see all the different stores and restaurants and meet different people that maybe you normally wouldn't meet in a normal small town. So I enjoy that about Fairfield a lot.
Very good. Awesome. Well, one of the reasons that we asked Joe to come along because he's a great guy, but also that he was a part of Leadership Fairfield last year, and he has been a great advocate for us. Leadership Fairfield is a networking and professional development program. This is our 4th year of the program, and it's 8 monthly sessions, which are each centered around a theme. And we bring in presenters, panelists, get to see tours of different businesses. And I got to tag along toward the end of last year of Joe's class, and I was able to do the agriculture and sustainability, and then the business and entrepreneurship days. And I was blown away at the program and what we got to see. What was your experience, Joe?
I was really, at first I was hesitant, to be honest with you, to sign up, because I thought, I'm 40 years old. I've been in Fairfield my whole life. What am I going to learn from that experience? I thought it'd be for new people who just moved to town. And I was blown away too right after the first meeting, because you take for granted everything in Fairfield you think you know, but we had in-depth looks at the Radiance Dairy. Got to visit that. Agroplastics. We got to see all the different volunteer opportunities in Fairfield. So I was blown away at the depth. I learned a lot more depth about the town and the people and who's working on different projects. So.
Yeah. Yep. When I got home from the first day, the business and entrepreneurship, we went to Creative Edge, Agroplastics, Bovard. We went to a lot of awesome places, and I think it took me about an hour and a half to tell my husband all the great things I learned that day. So he's probably not very excited for me to do this program next year, because he's thinking, oh, great, I got an hour and a half of listening to my wife talk again.
We also had a great tour of the courthouse by Dick Reed, and we saw the Waterworks Park. It's a good presentation about where's our water come from, how's it purified, and just lots of things you take for granted. I was pretty impressed with.
Yeah. So we're really excited about this program. We have our early bird deadline for registration is August 14th. So if you're interested in the program, head to our website, Chamber Iowa, or fairfieldiowa.com, and check out our application and our program guidelines, or give us a call.
Again, that's Leadership Fairfield. Again, the early bird deadline is August 14th. Let's jump into your calendar this week, Brittany.
Yeah, there's always a lot going on, and this week is no exception. There's Thanksgiving in July at the Lord's for the Lord's Cupboard, and this will be a community-wide hunger relief drive, which will be at Hy-Vee. This will be going on all week.
And tomorrow night with the community band concert on the square, they'll be passing the hat, if you will. You could say that. They're looking for donations as well, and I think it comes to an end tomorrow at the community band concert.
Yes, and then also tonight, at 6 o'clock, there's a special forum for anybody who's interested in running for the school board. This will just be a free event, 6 p.m. At the high school, talking about what is really involved in being a school board member. There'll be a question and answer session. So if anyone's interested, this is a great time to get a little bit more information about that.
Yeah, that's great information, because I think people are sometimes surprised at how slow progress can be, and you get frustrated. So if you're interested in that, again, that's when is that forum? Is that tonight?
Yes.
Yeah, tonight, 6 o'clock.
And then we have another really fun program that Jefferson County Park is putting on. It's called I Wish I Were a Kid Again. It's from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. tonight out at Jefferson County Park. And this is one of 3 sessions, and you can go to all the sessions or just one. And it's for adults only, and you'll be doing all these things that you sign your kids or grandkids up to do that you say, dang, that sounds really fun. I wish I could be a part of that. You'll be doing some explorations, and I would assume that you'd be getting muddy and coming home with a smile. So
now, I asked Dennis last week if you're like me and you just never grew up, are you still eligible to go to this?
Yes,
okay.
Yes, you are. Right. Adult is only in your age, not in your.
I imagine Therese is helping with this,
yes.
So she's just like that too, Steve. You'd fit in perfectly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. The only difference is this time when you come home from camp, you're the one who has to do your laundry, not your parents. So get the rocks and bullfrogs and all that out of your pocket beforehand.
That's right.
So moving on to tomorrow, Tuesday, we have a good slate of things. Impact Fitness has their sports performance camp. This is for second and third graders. I was helping at their camp last week, and I came home exhausted and sore. You know, those muscles that you forget that you have, and trying to keep up with kids. But parents, sign your kids up if you don't want to have them stuck in the house all day in this heat. They'll be running around the gym, playing lots of fun games and doing some competitions. And
Brady and Danny do an awesome job of keeping the energy up, and the kids have a ball.
Yeah, they do. The hard part is keeping up with the kids, but yep, it's always fun. The public library has Build a Better World build-off Lego building competition activity at 1 o'clock at the library. And then they also have their Bored to Death series, which is their board games and video games. You can bring some of your own board games from home and play there at the library at 4 o'clock p.m. And then the municipal band concert is at 8 o'clock p.m. at the Central Park here in Fairfield. And then the Jefferson County Health Center also has a free diabetes class from 9 to 4:30 p.m. Open to anyone. So a lot of fun stuff going on Tuesday. Wednesday, the public library again has a program, but this one is an open craft program where you can just come and use their supplies and create whatever you'd like to create. It's free and all ages are welcome to attend that. It's at 10:30 on Wednesday, July 19th. And then the Fairfield Arts and Convention Center is having a blood drive from 3 to 6 p.m. on Wednesday as well. The young professionals are a really awesome and active young professionals group here in Fairfield is having a happy hour at the Cider House from 5:15 to 7:15 p.m. on Thursday, July 20th. So if you haven't been to the Cider House before, this is a great excuse to go. And we actually ate at the Cider House on Leadership Fairfield, and
they explained how they made all their food fresh but handmade, and it was, which I didn't know that either.
Yeah,
I've been there a few times.
Yep. And they have an awesome entrepreneurship story as well, but their story is about as good as their burgers and pretty good.
Yeah, it's all the work they put into the building, and you realize that all the hard work they put into it comes out in the food.
Yep. You know. It's a labor of love for sure. So that's Thursday, July 20th from 5:15 to 7:15 p.m. at the Cider House. That's for any young professionals ages 21 to 40 are welcome to attend. Moving on to Friday, July 21st, the Rotary Club of Fairfield is meeting at noon to about 1 p.m. at the Fairfield Golf and Country Club. And then the library again has another program. This is their book and movie club at 1 o'clock. So you can come share recommendations or get recommendations about your favorite book or movie. And then after the discussion, they'll segue into their movie time. And then also on Friday, we have the Ag Lunch and Learn. I've been hearing a lot about it on the radio here. It's from noon to 1 at the Heartland Co-op, another place that we visited for Leadership Fairfield. This is a free event. Lunch is provided by the Jefferson County Cattlemen. You'll hear an overview of the agriculture's impact on Jefferson County, just general crop and livestock update. And then you'll also have the option of having a tour of the co-op afterwards. And Joe, you were there for the tour for Leadership Fairfield. What did you think of that?
Yeah, we did that too. I was impressed. I thought it was, I wasn't raised a farmer. My grandpa did cattle, but I just thought they were huge grain bins. It's amazing to see everything that goes into the trains coming through and when they decide on their shipments and where they go to. So yeah, it's a pretty impressive facility.
And the technology behind it all is just mind-boggling. And then Saturday, July 22nd is the Farmers Market from 8 to 1 at Howard Park. And we finish off the week on Sunday, July 23rd with the Carpenters once more at 7:30 p.m. at the Fairfield Arts and Convention Center.
A busy week.
Yes, as always.
Hey, we do want to remind folks the Ag Lunch and Learn, which is on Friday. They would love to have you RSVP by tomorrow afternoon by calling the Extension office at 472-4166 or the Chamber at 472-2111. That's so they can know exactly how much they need to make for lunch out there. And again, that deadline to register is tomorrow. tomorrow afternoon. Don't forget to sign up for the week that will be the Monday morning newsletter that comes to your email box every Monday morning. You can also check out the website at fairfieldiowa.com. Joe, it's always nice seeing you. Brittany, nice having you in the studio as well.
Thank you very much.
That's our Chamber Talk here on a Monday. Today's Chamber Talk being brought to us by Everybody's Whole Foods here in Fairfield. Stay tuned. We have a look at the markets of the Brownfield Ag Radio Network in a few moments.